ask for referrals from existing clients? If you find yourself to be a little shy regarding asking for referrals, stay tuned to this video. It's going to help you. First, we're going to take a look at how delivering exceptional service is the first step to getting more referrals. Next, I'm going to guide you through a simple process for getting more referrals from your clients. Lastly, we're going to take a look at offering incentives to get more referrals. Ready to get started? Let's go. The first step to getting more referrals is to actually deliver excellent service or products to your customer. If they didn't get what they bargained for, and really if they didn't get something slightly better than what they were expecting, they're probably not going to refer you. Have you ever had an experience where someone did a horrible job but asked you for a referral and it almost made you mad? I actually had an incident a couple weeks ago when I was in Orlando, Florida, and I had ordered ice cream from Uber Eats. Now, I had to order non-dairy ice cream, not because I'm lactose intolerant, because I am not, but when you speak for a living, sometimes having a lot of dairy can start to impact your vocals. So I was trying to be a good girl, right? So I put in an order for a special type of Ben & Jerry's ice cream that is dairy-free. And I made a point to make a note to let them know that it's not kept in the same ice cream cooler with all the regular ice cream or that same brand. It's kept in a separate cooler at Target where I was ordering from. Now, what followed was what I can only describe as 40 minutes of ridiculousness of someone that kept texting me saying they can't find it. They were sending me pictures of the wrong things. They were not following my directions, and they would not ask an employee for assistance. I kept saying, ask an employee for assistance. So they finally found it after going back and forth with me. It actually would have been easier for me to have driven to the store myself and gotten that item. And then once they delivered it to me, he had the nerve to show up and say, you know what? I'd really appreciate if you gave me 5 stars. And he was waiting for me to give him an answer, and I said, no. With a smile, like not even being ugly, just he did not earn 5 stars. And he said, oh, and then left. Now, I gave him 4 stars, so I didn't completely skewer the gentleman. But did he accomplish the goal? Technically, he got me what I asked for, but it took 40 minutes of my time texting back and forth. It would have been more efficient had I gone and picked it up myself. And if he had simply just followed my directions in the beginning, he would have gotten exactly what I asked for. I say all that to say, if you offer great service, people tend to feel much more magnanimous and they're much happier to share their great experience with other people. The next step is to make it easy for people to refer you. Now, some businesses actually have entire templates you can use to refer people. Click here to share on Facebook, share your experience here, click here to copy and paste this into an email. You can do it that way. You can ensure that you have a signature line in every email so they can easily copy and paste your information. You can ensure that you're on popular social networks. You want to talk about a referral story. Now, I am a 3rd generation State Farm customer. My family's been using them for car insurance forever, right? And so my particular agent, when Facebook became very popular, I told her, hey, you should get on Facebook. It can help you grow the agency. And she said, oh, I don't have time for that. Social media is so silly, blah, blah, blah. All right. Now, I used her forever, so I was perfectly happy with her service. But what's fascinating is that on Facebook from time to time, people get irritated with a service provider and they post, they say, does anyone know someone else that offers this, this, or this? And so I started seeing posts where people were complaining about their car insurance and they were asking, does anyone know of another great agent for another company? Well, I was not going to refer my agent. If she didn't care enough to be there, I wasn't going to take the time to go and find her business card or go through emails and try to find an email and paste her information. I'm not going to care more than she does. But what's really funny is I did usually make a recommendation and I referred my realtor at the time. Why? Because my realtor also owned an insurance agency and I trusted her. So that just goes to show you how not being in a space can actually impact referrals as well. If you find yourself being shy, or maybe you were raised not to ask people for too much of anything, I understand that. This next tip is especially for you. The perfect time to ask for a referral is right after someone tells you, oh my gosh, this experience was amazing, or oh, this made my life so much easier, or coming home to my home being cleaned by your service. Do you know it's the first time my husband and I didn't argue in a week? Whatever it is that they're saying that's positive, this is the perfect time for you to say, ooh, you know what? Testimonials like that are what drive my business. Can I go ahead and just write down what you just said? Or if you're comfortable, can I record you saying it? Or can I get a video of you saying it? Just asking right in that moment when they're already showering you with appreciation is the perfect time to get those referrals. Speaking of asking for what you want, I'm going to ask you for something right now, and that is, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. What are you waiting for? We can hang out all the time. It's up to you. The next step to getting more referrals is to offer incentives. Now, you've seen this where some companies say that if you refer to a friend, you get a certain percentage off or you get a free gift. There are many ways to structure referral incentives, but it's great to have an official policy. Maybe you give them awards, discounts, freebies. Maybe they get invited to really special events so that everyone else who's not a referring client gets a little bit of FOMO. Maybe you're sending them to some type of fancy event or something. But here's the kicker. Ensure that any incentive that you offer is both appropriate and conforms to any kind of rules or regulations or industry standards. What we don't want to do is get you in trouble with the law. And the last big tip I have for you is that if you're asking for referrals, make sure that you personalize the ask. Too many times we receive like emails saying, if you're happy with our service, please pass this on to 3 people, blah, blah, blah. Well, now it doesn't feel as personal anymore. I'm not as excited. But if someone says, Crystal, thank you so much for coming by the shop last week. We, enjoyed working on your XYZ car. Thank you for, bringing a cookie for our technician. We would love it if you liked your experience to pass this on to a couple of your friends, or let us know if there's somebody you want us to contact directly. Now it feels personal. The beautiful thing, though, is that if you're thinking to yourself, you don't know if you and your team have the time resources to do this, with generative AI, it's becoming easier and easier to customize things to people's needs. And so it might be a matter of time before your CRM or your customer relationship management system does this for you. So before we're done today, I have one little gift for you. You're going to notice in the description of this video, there's a link to download my Future Ready Playbook. This playbook is chock full of activities and worksheets that will help you be more strategic in planning your future. If you haven't already downloaded it, do it today.